from Cooking with Plants, and today I'm making a no knead and no rise olive and cumin spelt bread. So this is a perfect bread that you can make in under an hour, and that includes the baking time. So to get started, I've already measured out 1.5 cups of wholemeal spelt flour. So I've just used the scoop and shake method. And that's 1.5 cups, and to that I'm adding 1/2 cup of potato flour. Also going in is 1/4 or 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast flakes. I'm also adding in 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of dried parsley. You could also use basil or any other herbs that you like. 1 teaspoon of coarse Celtic sea salt and 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. So they're all the dry ingredients. Now give these a good mix through. So before I add the wet ingredients, I'm going to preheat my oven to 175 degrees Celsius or about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I've also got a bread pan that I've lined with some non-stick parchment paper, and just a little trick with this to get it to sit properly in the pan is just to wet it lightly, and then you can just shape it and it'll fit in perfectly. So that's a nice little tip for when you're baking things and you want to line some trays. Okay, so next I'm going to add a tin of basil and oregano diced Italian tomatoes. It's a 400-gram tin, but if you've just got plain tomatoes, that's fine, and you can also add extra herbs if you wanted to this as well, so it's totally up to you. So some diced tomatoes going into this mixture. And finally, I've got about 20 olives that I've cut in half. They were the ones stuffed with pimentos, so they will be extra delicious, a bit of extra flavour through there. If you really like your olives, you could even put some across the top of this bread as well, just for some extra olive kick. Okay, so that's all the wet ingredients that we're going to mix through, and just give this a good stir through until it's all well incorporated. Okay, so this will take a good minute or two to mix through. You'll think that it's quite a dry mixture for a while, but it does all come together and it'll mix together really well by the end of it all. But yeah, give it a good minute or two to make sure that it's all mixed through and that all that flour has come off the bottom of your mixing bowl as well. And this is ready to put into our little baking pan. Okay. And then just flatten it out a bit so it has an even top. If you find that it's sticking to the spoon that you're using to flatten this out, just wet it a little bit and it will help to not stick to this mixture. Okay, and this is ready to put in the oven for about 45 to 55 minutes. Just check it at the 45-minute mark with a skewer through the middle, just to make sure that none of the dough in the middle is uncooked. And if that skewer comes out clean, you know it's ready to take out of the oven. So I'm ready to bake. Okay, so this has been in the oven for about 45 minutes, and I've also left it just in the hot oven. I just turned it off and then left this in there for about almost an hour just to cool down, just because I was doing some other things. And it looks pretty well cooked now, so I'll take that out and then cut it up and give it a bit of a taste test. Just make sure you get all that parchment paper off here. Okay. And this is definitely cooled down nicely now, just so it's firm enough to cut. And I'll just cut a piece off the end and give it a taste test. It's looking really, really good. Yum. I'll just cut another little piece. give this a taste. Yum. That is so, so good. The tomato and the olive, the cumin, the saltiness. This is just a fantastic savoury bread that's so quick and easy to make. Give it a go. The recipe for this is on my website at CookingWithPlants.com. I'd love to hear your feedback on this. It is so delicious and so simple to make. Yum. I'm going to be finishing this right now, sharing it with my husband and my son. And I look forward to seeing you for the next recipe. Bye for now. Yum. That is so good.